Largely known as a religious world and a country with firepower and bombs, is there more to Israel? People have a lot to say about the war with Palestine over Gaza, but is there more to this country? In this video, we will look at 10 facts about Israel you didn't see coming. Is Israel just a blood-sucking nation, or a nation crippled by years of wars and conflicts with other nations? Watch out. Which detail about them do you think would surprise you the most? Israel is home to around 300 wineries, a remarkable number for such a small country. The Israeli wine industry has ancient roots tracing back thousands of years to biblical times, when the Canaanites and Israelites were among the earliest winemakers in the region. However, after a decline during periods of Islamic rule, the modern rebirth of Israeli wines began taking shape in the late 19th century, with the arrival of Jewish immigrant communities. Major wineries like Carmel, Barkin, and Yarden led the way, but smaller boutique producers have also been gaining popularity in recent decades. The hot Mediterranean climate and abundant sunshine provide excellent terroir for grape growing. As a result, Israeli wines are earning increasing international acclaim and respect, with some premium bottles scoring over 90 points from leading wine critics worldwide. So in just a span of a few decades, the Israeli wine scene has transformed remarkably from a niche kosher wine industry to a world-class source of globally exported fine wines. This vibrant 300 winery-strong industry is an unexpected facet of a nation renowned for spiritual and technological pursuits. Despite being located in an arid region with limited natural water resources, Israel has emerged as the global champion of water recycling technology. The nation reuses a staggering 90% of its wastewater, by far the highest recycling rate in the world. Israel's incredible efficiency in wastewater treatment and reuse has been driven by necessity and innovation. With a growing population and scarce freshwater supply, the country had to find sustainable solutions to meet its agricultural and residential water needs. The recycled wastewater is put through a rigorous purification process involving multiple stages of treatment to ensure it meets stringent quality standards. This treated water is then primarily redirected for agricultural irrigation across Israel's farms and fields. No other nation comes close to matching Israel's 90% wastewater reuse rate. This incredible achievement showcases how cutting-edge technology combined with environmental consciousness can overcome even the most daunting natural resource challenges. Israel's substantial military investment is evidenced by its actions in the Gaza Strip, a Palestinian territory it is repeatedly engaged through military operations. Over $20 billion is spent annually on defense, one of the highest expenditures per capita worldwide, allowing Israel to maintain a powerful military force. A major part of this military might is Israel's influential arms export industry. As one of the world's top exporters of armed drones, missiles, and radar systems, Israeli defense companies like Rafael and Elbit Systems have supplied weapons used in the conflicts with Palestinian militants in Gaza. Israel's military capabilities are bolstered by mandatory conscription of all citizens, with men serving 2.5 to 3 years and women 2 years. This ensures a deep reserve of military personnel is available for operations like those conducted in Gaza against groups like Hamas. Underlying Israel's ability to project force is its widely assumed but officially unconfirmed nuclear weapons arsenal. Its nuclear ambiguity policy leaves the extent of this deterrent opaque. The Israeli military has conducted numerous offensives in Gaza, including major operations in 2008-09, 2012, and 2014 against Hamas's rocket attacks and tunnels. Though aiming to weaken militants, these wars have led to heavy Palestinian civilian casualties, hostilities with little resolution, and cycles of violence continuing to the present day. Israel's substantial defense spending, conscription service requirements, exports of military technology, and willingness to engage Hamas militarily all contribute to its entanglement in the long-standing Israeli-Palestinian conflict over Gaza with no easy end in sight. Jerusalem is a remarkable archaeological marvel, where excavations have uncovered an entire ancient city lying preserved beneath the bustling modern metropolis. As if through a window into the past, diggers have revealed extensive remnants of the old Jerusalem from thousands of years ago hidden underground. These extraordinary subterranean findings include intact sections of roads, marketplaces, homes, and other structures from ancient times. It's remarkable that so much of this underground ancient city has been able to survive, encased and protected by layers of subsequent construction over the centuries. Walking through these excavated underground tunnels and ruins today provides a fascinating glimpse into how daily life existed in Jerusalem during biblical times. From unearthed artifacts to the preserved living quarters themselves, this buried city offers invaluable insights into Jerusalem's rich heritage and history. That such a time capsule of the ancient world lies entombed directly beneath the modern city is an archaeological wonder. One of Israel's most fascinating achievements is the revival of Hebrew as a modern spoken and written language. Hebrew was an ancient Semitic language that fell out of commonplace use around the 2nd century CE, surviving mainly as a language of religious study and liturgy. However, in a remarkable renaissance, Hebrew was painstakingly revived as a living conversational language in the late 19th and early 20th centuries by Jewish scholars and immigrants who made it the national language of Israel upon the country's founding in 1948. This arduous process of transforming Hebrew from a ritualized written tongue into a vibrant language for everyday communication among millions of Israelis is a linguistic feat unmatched in human history. New words and idioms had to be created, linguistic rules updated, and an entire generation had to become fluent speakers and writers in what had been a dormant language for nearly 2 millennia. The successful revival and dissemination of modern Hebrew as the national language of Israel is the only known case where a natural language without any living native speakers was brought back into full usage in everyday life. This productive renaissance is an integral part of Israeli culture and identity today. No other dead language has been so comprehensively revived. Despite its small size, Israel possesses an incredible natural wonder. It is one of the world's premier destinations for birdwatching. This is due to Israel's location at the crossroads of the major bird migration routes between Europe, Asia, and Africa. Twice every year, over 500 million birds make their seasonal journeys across Israeli airspace as they follow these ancient flyways. During the spring and fall migration periods, birdwatchers flock to Israeli nature reserves and national parks to witness the spectacular sights of massive flocks overhead. Species like storks, pelicans, and raptors can be spotted in staggering numbers as they make stopovers in Israel during their long treks. This biannual phenomenon turns Israel's skies into a winged highway of truly awe-inspiring proportions. Separate from its ecological birdwatching marvel, Israel's cultural capital, Tel Aviv, has gained an unlikely reputation as the vegan capital of the world. Tel Aviv boasts the highest per capita population of vegans of any city globally. It is home to an astounding number of vegan-friendly restaurants, cafes, hotels, and businesses catering to this lifestyle. From upscale meat-free eateries to grocery stores, Tel Aviv's vegan scene is unmatched anywhere else on the planet. For those living a plant-based life, Israel's second city is a true vegan mecca. Between the bird migration spectacle and rise of vegan culture in Tel Aviv, Israel offers a surprising array of nature-based and culinary attractions completely distinct from its typical global perception. While Israel frequently headlines for its deep-rooted conflicts and intense military engagement, another side of the nation pulses with groundbreaking innovation and entrepreneurship. Renowned globally as the startup nation, Israel boasts the highest concentration of startups outside Silicon Valley. Much of the innovation stems from a blend of government incentives, a highly educated population, and a unique culture that encourages experimentation and entrepreneurship. Israel's military, noted for its high-tech units like Unit 8200, unexpectedly serves as a training ground for future entrepreneurs. Skills honed in these units often translate into successful tech startups, particularly in fields like cybersecurity and data analytics. Moreover, Israel's academic institutions such as the Technion and the Weizmann Institute of Science are integral to this ecosystem. These institutions not only provide a steady stream of highly skilled graduates, but also contribute to cutting-edge research and development, ensuring the continuous flow of innovation. The global tech community has taken note, leading to a surge in foreign investments and the establishment of numerous multinational R&D centers in Israel. This international collaboration further accelerates Israel's tech sector, propelling it onto the world stage as a hub of innovation and entrepreneurship. Long before many of its global counterparts, Israel demonstrated a pioneering commitment to public health by enacting one of the world's first anti-smoking laws in 1983. This early legislation marked a significant milestone in health advocacy, setting a precedent that would later be adopted worldwide. The law was a proactive step to curb the rising tide of health issues linked to smoking. It not only restricted smoking in public spaces, but also laid the groundwork for comprehensive public health campaigns aimed at reducing smoking rates. The effects of this legislation have been profound, contributing to a steady decline in smoking rates across the nation. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict continues to be a central source of instability in the Middle East, driven by deep-seated disputes over borders, settlements, and the status of Jerusalem. This long-standing conflict impacts Israel's relationships not only with Palestine, but also with many of its neighboring countries. Israel's military prowess is supported by its advanced defense industry, with companies like Rafael and Elbit Systems leading in the production of sophisticated weapons, munitions, and technology. These capabilities make Israel one of the world's foremost military exporters. Despite regional conflicts, Israel maintains peace treaties with Egypt and Jordan, which stand as significant achievements in Middle Eastern diplomacy. However, relations with other neighboring countries such as Syria, Lebanon, and Iran are strained, often exacerbated by regional rivalries and ongoing conflicts. Despite its small geographical size, Israel boasts one of the highest numbers of chess grandmasters per capita in the world, making it a formidable force on the international chess scene. This impressive statistic is not just about quantity. The quality of play is equally notable, with many Israeli players ranking among the world's elite. Noteworthy figures include Boris Gelfand, who contended for the World Chess Championship in 2012, and Emil Satovsky, a former World Junior Chess Champion and renowned for his dynamic style of play. These individuals, along with others, have brought considerable prestige to Israel's chess community. The country's commitment to chess extends into its education system and cultural practices, reflecting a broader emphasis on strategic thinking and mental agility. This profound appreciation for chess enriches Israel's national identity, showcasing its intellectual depth and competitive spirit on the global stage. There you have it. Did any of these things scratch you unawares? Let us know in the comments.